I really need your thoughts and input on this one. So I'm trying to discover what it is about us as people that stops us, prevents us from making our own self-awareness number one priority. And I'm introspecting on me and what it took me to be where I am today, doing what I'm doing today, and more so not in terms of coaching people, but what I'm doing to work on me. And for most of my adult life, I was in the dark. I had no idea that everything I saw, everything I wanted from outside, from love to relationships to connection to money, was all a reflection of what was happening inside me. And I was oblivious to this. And now that I see that everything that we want from outside is a reflection of, to some degree, what we are missing or hoping for from within. But why do we never prioritize that, which is what intrigues me the most? And the thing is, what's puzzling me is even not choosing is choosing. So even when we're not choosing to work on ourselves, we're actually choosing to not work on ourselves. And then we sit where we are, whatever stage we're at out in our lives, wondering why our relationship with our kids is not how we'd like it to be, why our relationships with our partners, or we're looking for partners, or our careers, our finances, our health, our mindset, why isn't it how we want it to be? All the while using the same thought process that created the way it is now. And if there's any dynamic in your life that you wish was different to whatever degree, ask yourself, if those thought patterns created the scenario now, the situation now, how is it possible that those same thought and emotional patterns can change it? I think Einstein said that, right? The height of insanity is trying to create a different outcome with the same mindset that created the current outcome. Then what? So back to the question, what is it that stops us from actually putting all the attention we put outside into us? And I know from my own experience that even if we put half of that emphasis on ourselves, so much can change. But it's hard. And this is my own awareness. It's so, so difficult. It's so intensely difficult. Those things inside of us, that learning to open our heart, that learning to let go of fear, let go, my God, letting go for me has been one of the hardest things to practice. And only when you become conscious of how much you're holding on to do you realize how difficult it is then to let go. Beliefs, thoughts, judgments, hopes, dreams. And it's not that we shouldn't have those, but it's knowing when those things are actually causing us resistance and suffering and when they're actually serving us. So what is it that stops us? Why are we not fixated on ourselves in the same way that we fixated on the world around us and everything else that we use to cope, to project, to defend? For me, the biggest challenge has been having to face myself. I had no idea how to look at myself, to talk to myself, to relate to myself, to be compassionate with myself. I had no idea. And in moments like I had an experience on Monday, a career experience that really brought grounding and awareness to just how strong those belief systems are and how sometimes it can be so daunting and tiring to even face them, never mind work on changing them. But I do know at the same time that whatever we don't address compounds and compounds and compounds. So what is it that is stopping you? What is it? Fear of the unknown? Something I'm fixated on? The unknown is so infinite compared to the known. And if we don't make the unknown known, and we only fixate on the known, aren't we limiting ourselves? And I find that a huge tragedy of this short life we live, on how much fear and resistance there is to making connection with self, and we look for it everywhere else, never really finding that peace and liberation from within that is there, But if we don't nurture it, if we don't look at it, if we don't reprogram what it is that is in here now, we never experience it. What is stopping you? What do you need now to put some courage and love and bravery into saying, I need to address me, regardless of my circumstances? I need to address me. How would that look? What would be the first step for you? I'd love for the whole world to be fixated on everybody's personal development, their growth, their healing. And I'm so assured, more than ever, from me especially, there's less anger, less hate, less pain, less suffering. It's still there, but it's so much more, so much less than ever. And it really, really feels different, even if outside is not as you imagine it to be or want it to be. You start finding a different form of energy from within. So what's stopping you? And what do you feel is the reason people, us, you, me, find so much resistance to doing something from within, from finding support, to find a different way, to be a different way, to love a different way, to let go a different way? I'd love to know your thoughts and what's holding you back. And if I can support you in any way, shape, or form, I'm here for you. Thank you for listening. I wish you a great day.